honestly can't tell if that is focused. Hey guys, and welcome to Liv and Grace Read Books. As you can see, I am on my own again, and I am just here to let you guys know why we haven't been uploading any videos lately. And that is because over the weeks of Christmas, Liv and I have both been extremely busy with shopping and family and friends and just the general holiday stuff. So we both apologise sincerely for being absent for quite a while. We are hoping to get some videos done this week so we can start uploading again for 2016, which is tomorrow, which is bizarre and surreal. If you can see, I have changed my hair colour. Yes, it is orange. Grace, why did you dye your hair orange? I did make a vlog of the whole process that I went through to dye my hair, which will be on my vlog channel. I'll link below if you haven't checked it out already. My username is Library of Grace Vlogs. It was really fun, it was different, and I do like it. It is very different for me. But yeah, so all that will be in the description box. So basically what I'm going to do quickly is, so this video isn't a complete waste of filming opportunity, I am going to go through my top 5 books of 2015, and this is in an order. So number 1 will be my favourite, number 5 will be my 5th favourite, I guess. I do have a lot of favourites that I put in my favourite shelf this year. It was around 20 to 30. So I did narrow it down to 5, which was very difficult, but it was done. So without further ado, here were my top 5 favourite books of 2015. Number 5. The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I was really surprised that I hadn't read it before this year, and I read it in December, so only not that long ago, and I was absolutely astonished with the story and the emotion in the story and how well I connected to the main character and just her whole experience and just the whole background story and the historical aspect. It was absolutely fantastic. If you don't know what it is about this girl. Her name is Liesl. She is from Germany, and it's around the time of the Nazis and the Holocaust, and she is sent to a foster family because her mum is unable to care for her anymore and they're not safe where they are currently. So she goes and meets this foster family, and she is really upset and doesn't really want to be there, but gradually over time she gets more comfortable, especially with her foster father, and they form this really special bond, and they end up taking in a Jew and hiding the Jew, his name is Max, in their basement. And the story is told through the perspective of death, which was absolutely incredible to read. I have never experienced anything like it before, and I think that it is a book that every single person on the earth should read. It is so important to know everything about this time in history, and if you haven't read it, get onto it right now. I will leave my review in the link in the description box below. Absolutely amazing. Number 4 on my list is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I loved this book so much. It has definitely had to go on the list. It was absolutely amazing. Rainbow Rowell is one of my favourite authors. Her writing is phenomenal. I always without a doubt connect with her characters, and this was so different from everything else she's ever written. It has been compared to Harry Potter and said that it was based around the fact of Harry Potter, but when I was reading it, I didn't think, like, yeah, I drew some comparisons between the two, but Harry Potter was not on my mind when I was reading this. I was totally enveloped in the story and I could not put it down. The characters are amazing, the storyline is amazing, and I can definitely see why Kath from Fangirl is a fangirl about these characters and this story, because it blew my mind. And the 3rd book on my list, it had to go on there, and that is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I think I have mentioned Six of Crows in every video we've done so far on BookTube, and that is crazy, but at least you understand my love for this story. I am so excited that it is actually going to be a duology, I believe. Super pumped for the 2nd one. It was absolutely stunning. The writing was stunning. I loved it with all my heart. The characters are amazing. I could not put this book down. This is the story of 6 outcasts who take place in an impossible heist to earn back their freedom, and It is compelling, it is interesting, it is sad, it is funny, it is everything you want in a story, and if you haven't heard of it, you have been living under a rock for the past 6 months and you need to read it like today. I wish it could go higher on the list because it is one of my favourite books of all time, but there are a few others that had to go before this one. I'm hoping that the sequel is as great as this one was, and if it isn't, I'm going to be really disappointed because it will be one of my favourite series slash duologies of all time. Number 2 on my list, this is a no-brainer for me, that is Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas. I wish I could put the whole series in there, but I've actually only read the first 2 and I love it with all my heart. It is up there. It is up there in my favourite series slash books of all time, up there with Harry Potter, up there with everything I've ever said I loved. Fantastic story, fantastic. It is just sublime, and I'm really sad that it took me this long to read it, but then again I am kind of happy because I am slowly catching up, and by the time the 5th book comes out I should be, you know, ready. I'll be ready to take it all in. Again, if you haven't read this, why? I believe Liv has just finished the 2nd one, and if you haven't seen her review on Goodreads I will link it below, as well with mine for the first 2. Absolutely fantastic. It's just, I am at a loss for words. Sarah J Maas, you are my queen. And for number 1 on my favourite books of 2015, which I don't actually own a copy of, is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I could talk about this book all freaking day. It is my favourite book ever. I can't believe I'm saying this. Here is Harry Potter, here is Outlander. I'm sorry, I love it. I love it. It is absolutely phenomenal. I can't believe I grew to love it as much as I did because it is an adult fiction novel and it is not young adult, which kind of put me off reading it for a long time, and that's why it did take me so long to read. But overall, it was the best story I have ever read, and I loved every single chapter. The whole historical slash fantasy aspect of it was absolutely amazing, and I'm just so fascinated of how Diana pulled this book off, and the fact that it is now a 9-book series, it blows my mind, and I just praise her so much, so much. And I think that everyone in the world should read Outlander if you were into that kind of thing. So it is basically about this woman named Claire, and she was a nurse in the war in the 1940s. And her husband Frank, they go on their 2nd honeymoon as they haven't seen each other very much throughout the war, and they go to Scotland for their 2nd honeymoon, and they end up going to this stone circle called Craig na Dun, and it is apparently a place where these witches have a special ceremony, and this one morning Claire and Frank go down to watch, and Claire ends up going back there alone to gather some plants. It is all explained. I'm very bad at this. And she goes over to the rocks and she touches one of them, and she ends up falling through time, and she ends up coming back out of this trance in the 1700s in Scotland. So this is when the English and the Scottish were at war, and it is just the best story ever, and so many plot twists. Like, I honestly felt like in the span of this 800-page book that I had read 3 or 4 different books, because all the plot twists were just phenomenal, and there were so many of them, and they all came together nicely at the end, but you're still left with so many questions, and you're still really upset, and it made me cry, and I could talk about it all day, guys, all day. I don't have enough words to explain myself. I will leave my review on Goodreads in a link below. Please read that because it explains everything that I felt whilst reading it. Number 1, favourite book of the year. So that is all for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. Again, so sorry for the absence of Liv and I. We are getting back into it. It has just been very difficult around this time of year, as hopefully you can all understand with Christmas and New Year's and everything going on. I can't believe that tomorrow is 2016. What the hell? I am not ready. I'm not prepared. I hope you guys have had an amazing year. It's been quite a good one, and I hope that you are all safe and are having a lovely holiday. All the best wishes for 2016. Like and subscribe, and I will leave all of the information down in the description box. Comment what your 5 top favourite books were. I'd love to know. And if you have any questions, feelings, concerns, leave them all down there and we will answer you as soon as we can. Have a fantastic week, and we will see you in the next video. Oh, I need to take a thumbnail for this picture.